Welcome, everyone, to the Moscow School District Community Schools Podcast. This is Brian Smith. I'm the Community Schools Coordinator for Moscow School District, Career Tech Coordinator, and Principal at Paradise Creek Regional High School. We have an amazing show with amazing guests planned today, but before I introduce everyone, we have to give a big shout out to the Nez Perce Tribe and the Nez Perce Tribe Local Education Fund. Those are the folks that gave us the money to build this amazing podcast studio. And actually, we're on the road. We are recording from the Moscow Middle School Library. So we can't say thanks enough for that grant to be able to take this equipment all over to highlight the amazing things happening throughout our community and district. Speaking of amazing folks, I'm going to start to my right here. We're going to let everyone introduce themselves because I have a crew from our district that is representing the American Sign Language Club that's hosted at Moscow Middle School and so much more. So we'll start right over here.
Hello, thank you, Brian. My name is Gabriela Holzman, and I am the teacher for the deaf and hard of hearing for the Moscow School District.
Thanks, Brian. My name is Jessica Compton. I am a licensed interpreter in Idaho and Texas. I have been with Deaf Ed for the last 18 years, and that's me.
Thanks for having us. My name is Caitlin Kitos. I am a sign language interpreter for the district, and this is my second year here at Moscow. Fun fact, I'm a bear. I graduated from Moscow High School, and so I moved away for a while, and now I'm back, and I am thrilled to be in this community again.
Let's go Bears.
Hi, my name is Damien. This is my first time doing this. Thank you for letting me come here. Thanks.
I love it. Damien, real quick, you are a Moscow School District student, is that right?
Yep, I am.
And what grade are you in?
I'm in 6th grade.
So go Cubs?
Yep.
Go Cubs and go Bears. Here it is. I love it. Okay, so I know that I talked about the single club, but there's so many things to talk about today. So first, can someone please describe to me what is ASL Club, and then how did this come about in the Moscow School District?
ASL Club was born officially in 15 years ago in 2010. And before that, it was started informally, led by a former interpreter. It was just born as an opportunity to teach kiddos and staff members after school at McDonald School since 2008. So then again, officially 2010. So he has been running for about 15 years with the purpose of providing an opportunity to all those who are around our kids who are deaf and hard of hearing in the district, staff members, peers, and anybody who wanted to learn and provide our children with the opportunity to communicate, to connect, communicate, and engage.
Oh, I love it. I had no idea that it's been around for that long. That makes me so proud to be part of the Moscow School District. I have to say, you all invited me to the first meeting of this school year, and I was turning around the corner, went to the classroom, and I expected to find a handful of folks. And I walked into a full classroom, and I saw a wide range of people attending. I saw Moscow School District staff like yourselves, but it looked to me like I saw a mix of students and community members. So when you say it's open, what does a typical mix of folks look like inside of this club?
Yeah, this is Caitlin. So the club really is open to anyone in the community. It kind of started with students and then parents or siblings that have deaf family members, but it's really open to everyone. So now we've kind of gathered a group that is, like you said, a wide variety of community members, those that are parents, those that just are interested in learning about ASL and the deaf community. So it's really open to anyone who has that interest in learning and practicing their skills.
Oh, that's fabulous. So I have to say, and I try to do this on a podcast, as we talk about this area, I want to be really conscious to sensitivities, right? Because what I noticed in the club there are folks that have no disability when it comes to hearing. And then there were folks who are speaking with ASL fluently because it's their primary mode of communication, right? So I just want to make sure as we talk through this that you help coach me on exactly what to say, how to say, so you can educate everyone around us. Does that sound good?
That sounds perfect.
Sounds great.
Perfect. This is exactly what community schools is all about. It's about bringing in the community members to educate everyone so that everybody benefits and thrives, not only the students that are part of this work, but the greater community. So also on the podcast, because we're in the library, we just had 2 guests just join us. Really quick, I'm going to have you introduce yourselves. Go ahead, kiddo.
My name is Nora, and
And Nora, what grade are you in?
I'm in 4th grade.
4th grade. And what school?
McDonald Elementary.
You're a Duck? All right. Go Ducks. Go Cubs. Go Bears. We're covering it all here. Thank you, Nora. And who do I have right here?
It's Carissa Rucker. I'm Damien and Nora's mom.
Awesome, Carissa. I have to say, before the podcast started, I got to spend a lot of time meeting your son. You've got some really cool kids here. This is awesome. So thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
So we were just talking. We have all kinds of folks who attend. Can you tell us what are the typical activities that occur during an ASL club meeting?
Yes, this is Jessica. During a typical club meeting, we will start off with having the agenda read out. We will make sure everybody in the club knows what's going on that day. We will start with a deaf culture corner, which we usually incorporate some kind of typical deaf situation that maybe they can interact with hearing people and how to properly do that. We will also introduce new vocabulary words for the day or new phrases or signs, and then we will have a review, and we will usually incorporate games. So we'll play different role-playing games or different silent games and different activities so that we can get everyone to practice.
I love this. So speaking of someone who only has been to part of a meeting, for those that might be intimidated, right? Like they're worried they're going to come to the club and be way in over their head. What's the range of ability levels within a given club meeting?
We celebrate, this is Gabriela, we celebrate anybody who is here attending, and it is really not a matter of wrong signs, but just the opportunity to connect and learn. So each and everyone is invited, welcome to participate and learn as fast as we go and have as much fun as we can engaging with this beautiful language.
Oh, I love it. So I might throw this at Caitlin. So Caitlin, can you tell us what's some of the best moments you all have had so far during the club meeting?
Do I have to pick only one?
Well, now that I know it's been
there's
since
so many.
2008.
Yeah, I remember just learning sign language back in high school, and this being a club that was offered. And so that's really how I learned sign language, was through an ASL club. Having those deaf friends and wanting to connect with them more and just be more social was really how I got started. And so it's really interesting to be back here again and be involved with the club in a different capacity. So I guess favorite memories. So last year we really started incorporating socials. So downtown Moscow, as you know, is very inclusive and very welcoming. And so a lot of the various coffee shops downtown have been willing to give us their space. And we've been able to host socials where we're, voices off, we're just using our signs and we're just practicing our ASL skills. And those have been really fun because we get to take what we're learning in the club and really use it in the community. And it's been really fun to just interact and meet new people that way. So that's definitely been a highlight of some of the socials that we've been able to have.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Actual application. I love Moscow, right? They have so many industry partners willing to step up to say, hey, we'd love to host an event like this. That's incredible. So let me ask this of Damien and Nora. Do you have a favorite place that you go to in Moscow that does a good job of having ASL type resources?
I don't really know, but
Yeah, is there a place you go where you sign more than other places?
probably the library or like in my class.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. In your class often, right?
Yeah.
And when you say library, do you mean like the Moscow library?
Maybe like our school library or something like that.
Oh, inside your school library?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah. Damien?
I sometimes go to like same thing with my sister library, yeah, and maybe my friend because some of my friends know ASL, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Are more of your friends learning ASL because they get to know you?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, what a cool gift to give somebody else. That's awesome, man. So on this note right here, how does learning ASL connect to broader ideas, right? Like inclusion and empathy and communication.
This is Jessica. Well, connecting to broader ideas like inclusion, well, deaf people have been marginalized throughout history. They've been misunderstood or just maybe community ignorance. So, learning ASL and the deaf culture that's part of it, we're hoping that that opens up people's minds to what it's like to walk in a deaf person's shoes and creates that empathy and the willingness to open up channels of communication so that our kiddos and our teenagers and adults can be included with everyone else.
Yeah, thank you. Carissa, Mom, I'd love to hear from you.
With talking about being inclusive, was it 2 years ago, Damien got to go to it's called Junior Achievement, and it was for all deaf kids. And so understanding the inclusion on the opposite end, because I'm a hearing person, to walk in and not understand anything going on around me because most everybody was deaf or hard of hearing, so everybody was signing. It like opens your eyes to like what my kids are going through, like if they walk in somewhere and they can't hear because it's all garbled and they don't have it. It's really eye-opening as an adult to realize what you're missing, and all you're doing is just trying to grasp onto anything you understand and kind of find that person.
Yeah, well, I can't even imagine. I love that, hearing that experience. So how about for you, Mom, within the Moscow community, do you feel like the greater area embraces ASL and deaf culture?
I feel like this area does a lot more. It's more on like individual circumstances, so like the activities and sports my kiddos do. It pretty much teaching like their coaches or instructors like different signs and ways to get their attention or to communicate with them, because most of the time if you're in any activity it's really loud, and it's just kind of giving them some insight into that world and learning the language. And some of the people do take it further and they want to learn more. And as being a parent, I've been able to reach out to other parents that their kiddos are new to being deaf, like newborns, and I always say it's better to ask questions because we'd rather have like our kids understood, and also help those parents that are struggling find the resources that they might need, because it's not as accessible as you'd think. Like anything, you're trying to find a human connection, not just a go-to video or something.
Yeah, it's much more than a YouTube video. Absolutely. So, Damien, I'm going to come over to you because earlier you were telling me all about how you're a soccer star,
Yeah.
right? Like he's got it figured out on the soccer pitch.
Yeah.
Have you and your coach worked together to have some signs for when you're playing to use?
No, we haven't talked about that.
You haven't needed it yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you feel like you've been able to participate in soccer and everything without any disadvantage?
Yeah. Sometimes I don't like doing like goalie. I don't like doing.
Yeah, that keeper position, that's a tricky one to play. I heard you're great at defense though, right?
Yeah, I am.
So in a few years, when everyone's going to the Moscow Bear soccer games, we're going to be cheering you on when you keep those balls out of our area and over on the other side so we score, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Perfect. So let me ask you this. What has surprised you most about the students and community's engagement with the ASL Club?
Jessica here. What surprised me most about it is that the excitement to know or learn or be involved with ASL is palpable. The kids have approached me. They're so excited. They say, "Oh, I heard we're having a club." So word of mouth has been spreading. One person says it, the other person hears it. They're excited. They tell their friends. So that surprised me the most, that they're just so curious about learning ASL, and it's kind of exciting.
I love that. Gabriella or Caitlin, do you have anything to add?
Sure, this is Gabriela. Honestly, what has impressed me the most is the enthusiasm that has been created among the staff members, community members, and students as well. And we expected interest, but not the level of interest. And people are craving for connecting with these students, these precious students of ours. And it is really not what we create a safe place for them. It is a safe environment where they come with whatever level of the ASL they may have. But it is just their continued attendance. And again, first we started with students and staff members to the point now that we have community members attending, and they invite their friends to come. And we have been followed by some community members for several years now, even before COVID. They continue coming. So it is their enthusiasm that has, attracted my attention the most.
I love it.
Yeah, I'll add to that. This is Caitlin. Honestly, I've been in districts both in and out of Idaho, and I'm just surprised that this even exists. I mean, truly, some deaf and hard of hearing students in larger districts are just kind of a number, and so these opportunities just don't exist. To go even beyond there being an interest, but there's just no, people willing to put in the time and energy to kind of keep something like this going. It just there's no interest there. There's no passion there. There's no interest in keeping it going. So I'm just surprised that this opportunity exists in the first place, and it's because it's been around for so long. It's great to see how it's progressed and how it's grown.
If someone listening wants to get involved, what's the best way for them to join or to help?
This is Jessica here. The best way that you could join is to just come by. Come by every single Wednesday at the middle school in room 202 from 3 p.m. to 4:15 p.m. If you're curious and have questions, we have an email. It's MSD281 aslclub@gmail.com. We also have a Facebook page. It's MSD #281 ASL Club. And we also have a YouTube channel. It's ASL Club -281. Another way that you could get involved if you are curious or you want to help the deaf community is, my suggestion would be try to advocate for closed captions at the movie theater. That would be more inclusive. Also, for different meetings or activities, maybe hiring interpreters so that there is always access for our deaf kiddos or deaf adults in our community doing different activities.
Well, earlier you had mentioned that you host socials. How does a local industry partner get to become a host?
Yeah, this is Caitlin. So really, we're just looking for spaces that are deaf friendly. So that's going to be a space where visually, there's not a lot of obstructions. The lighting is good. So if you have a meeting space or a conference room, we would love to, form a partnership with you and set up a time and a place that we can have our socials, whether that's once a month or every few weeks. But if you have a space, we would definitely be interested in talking to you further.
That's great. This sounds like an awesome opportunity. So I encourage you, if you own a space, have access to a space, definitely. What if I host a club? So let's say I have Girl Scouts or Cub Scouts or even a after-school sport that I'm a coach of. Are they able to contact you and find a way to stay involved?
Yeah, that would be awesome. So something that we're looking forward to this year is hosting a time where we go and teach first responders emergency signs. So that's going to be deaf student-led, where they go and teach useful signs that might be good in an emergency situation. So our local police department and fire department and EMTs would be a part of that. So yeah, those kind of opportunities. Sometimes we've even had people like banks reach out and ask if they can, learn a few signs. So whatever industry you're in, whatever business you have, we're happy to come and share resources with you or even do vocabulary lessons where you learn some signs yourself.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so we know Wednesdays at the middle school, room 202, 3 o'clock to 4:15. Do I have to call ahead, email ahead, or can I just come as somebody new?
This is Gabriela. Just come on in. Just reach out, follow us online, or just pop in.
Okay, awesome. So how about with the club? What are the big future goals? What are you hoping? I mean, you just mentioned the first responders. Caitlin, I love this idea, and especially knowing that students are going to help teach. That's best. That's so Moscow School District right there. What are other big future goals for the club this year and beyond?
This is Gabriela. So our dream has been always to become a full-fledged ASL program that is embedded or that's embedded in the district's curriculum and culture. So we would love to, one of our next steps is to offer credit for teachers to attend. While they attend our sessions, they can earn credits towards teaching credentialing. So that will be great. Also, a goal is to establish mentorships between hearing students and our deaf kiddos, and eventually have host district-wide ASL and deaf culture events. That has crossed our minds. And long-term, honestly, we would hope that Moscow School District can become a hub for inclusive communication and deaf awareness in our region.
I love these goals. What a response. I'm so proud of what you all have achieved, and I'm proud because I'm part of a district that has folks like you that say that everything's important, and if we have like a marginalized group of students, that we target in and we make it non-marginalized, right? That we expose and educate all of the community. I think it's fantastic. That's amazing. So are there any showcases, events coming up that we should note while we have you on the podcast here?
Well, Gabriela here, we're planning to have our next silent coffee very soon. We haven't come up with a date yet, but it is something that will be happening. And again, students have attended last one in the spring and community members. We met at a coffee house and they were so welcoming. And actually, it is a coffee place that university students attend. And we got some looks and some smiles and just some acknowledgement that almost a thumbs up. I wanted to see a thumbs up. I think we almost did. It was, we were just a part of them, a part of the group, and just doing our thing. But people were acknowledging us and just, acceptance. It was just the common ground there.
I love that.
Yeah, this is Caitlin. I think we have a few field trips planned, so we'd like opportunities where every once in a while we host the club at a different location. So like the students mentioned, the local public library has been really helpful in sharing resources and offering their space. Another downtown organization, Book People, has been really inclusive, so maybe hosting the club there. Throughout the summer, Book People actually had all of their story times interpreted all summer long for 3 months. So that was a shout out
to the Latah County Library. Wow.
Yeah. The library and the Book People have been amazing to work with. And really just, they've been so receptive to any ideas that we come to them with. They haven't told me no yet. So they're very helpful and very welcoming to our club and our community. And so hopefully doing some field trips this year would be really fun.
That's great.
Gabriela here. Another goal that we are really working towards with the support of community schools is to be able to offer American Sign Language as a high school course so that students have the opportunity to select another foreign language, and that will offer our students the opportunity to fully participate in a course that is going to be towards their credit, towards high school graduation requirement, and it is not going to be a class where they are going to be very stressed that they cannot produce or pronounce the new words in French or Chinese or Spanish, because even though they have taken it, our former Cubs and Bears have taken that course, but successfully, but it is a very difficult, and in this case, there will be just probably even helping lead the class, which would be awesome for them to show their leadership skills as well.
I love it. So many options ahead. This is excellent. So how about for Nora and Damien, our two students, we had to ask, do you mind describing and telling us what is your favorite sign to share with others right now? Nora, do you want to go first?
Yes. Okay, so one of my favorite signs right now is sleigh.
Like sleigh is in not like Santa's sleigh. You mean sleigh is in
Like
something's
the actual sleigh.
Like
Yeah.
hi, Batty, sleigh, like that.
Not really. No one says that like that. No one says that.
Okay, I get it. And I wish you
like
all could see
sleigh.
Nora when when her face lit up to tell me the kind of sleigh she means, I know exactly what you're talking about, kiddo. So how do you sign that?
So you do like if like you kind of act like you're holding a person flicking it, or you can do like a snap and then you give off the sass.
Oh, and give off the sass. Yes. So everyone knows, because you're on a podcast, Nora has her elbow up a little bit and a snapping motion kind of right at her chest level, and then it just pops
Lifting
up, and you got the snap and the sass. Nora, that is amazing, kid. I
Yes.
love it. Okay, perfect. Damien, you're up. What right now is your favorite sign?
Up to, I go say soccer and plane. Plane is really simple. You wave your fish up like you go get somebody a fish and put your finger up to do this and get your pinky up and then get your thumb out and go forward like you go get somebody a knuckle hit. Like,
Oh, and that's
something
plain.
Like that. Yeah, and then that's plane, all that stuff.
Oh, I love it. So it's
Yeah.
just like giving a fist bump, but
Yeah.
your index finger and pinky and thumb are out.
Yeah.
And you went the same way. That's plain?
Yep.
Let's go, Damien. That's cool, man. And what's your second one?
Is soccer because I like playing soccer, and then you put one hand. There is two sign actually. You put your right hand down where your side is, and then put your other hand up, and then like put one up and hit it together for soccer, and pretend your left hand is like a ball, and then you hit, and it's like hitting the ball.
Oh, so he's got your left hand like a ball kind of
Yeah.
in front of your chest.
Yep.
Your right hand is down by your side, and it's flat,
Yeah.
kind of like a shark fin.
Yeah.
And you bring it up and you hit that?
Yep.
Oh,
And then
that's cool.
And there is another one. You put your hand flat, any hand you like, and do your
Pointer finger?
Yeah, do your middle,
Middle finger? Yeah.
And put your other hand, put your thumb and middle finger together, and put your ring finger, pinky, and that up, and do like you're flicking the fly or something, and a stalker.
So you mean this whole time that I was flicking a crumb at somebody off my hand, I was actually saying soccer? See, I don't know why I got in trouble for doing that. Damien, that's so cool, man. Thank you for sharing that. This kind of energy and positivity and excitement, just having been at one of the ASL clubs, this is just a fraction of what it is. Nora, did you have something to add?
One more sign that is my favorite. It is boss. So
Boss?
So you put it on your shoulder, so you do like a C,
Uh-huh.
and then you put it on your shoulder, you put it up. So like once I said, Damien, I'm the boss in sign language, and he didn't react.
I love it.
Yes.
And right now, Damien is in stunned silence at the boss line. I love it. Okay, so same hand.
Boss.
Make a C, put it up on its own shoulder,
Shoulder, and then like
and you tap it.
yeah. So that's the sign, and I really like that sign. So yeah.
I love this. I said it earlier, but Krista, you have some awesome kids here. This is so great. Okay, thank you both for the signs, and I'll go around here for a last piece.
Okay.
For each of you, for the teachers and staff that are leading this club. What? Oh, you had another one, Damien. What do you got, buddy?
I wonder if we can talk about when I got my first hearing aid that my parent didn't know I was deaf.
I would love to hear about that. Do you feel comfortable sharing with us?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, go ahead, Damien.
So when I was 2, I was playing with a light with me and my cousin, and my parent didn't like that, so them to stop. And then when I was playing with that, my cousin got in trouble, and then my mom didn't know. So, and yeah, I don't know what my mom was thinking about. And yeah, here's my mom go talk about when I got it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well, it's a little different than what Damien thinks, but it was mostly he was born with failing their screenings that they normally do, and then he took a test with an audiologist and said he could hear, so we didn't worry about anything. And when he was about 2.5, he still had problems hearing like loud noises. Like my mom, his grandma, would like ring a bell behind him and he didn't respond or acknowledge anything. And so we, going through the process of not knowing initially and then finding out he could hear, we're like, it's just fine. He's just stubborn. But they then kind of pushed, so we ended up, it's a long process, but he ended up finding out he couldn't hear eventually, and we kind of thought it was going to be a waste of a time for a test, so it was a very difficult time for us as parents, because you always feel like you should know as soon as possible, but all kids are different, so, you know, you can't, I don't know, my biggest thing is don't blame yourself when you find out that your child has hearing loss regardless, because you're always hoping for the best, and you know, you most of the time think it's your child's personality, so.
Yeah, that's interesting. I can only imagine what that was like to experience that. And so both of your students.
Yep, they're both deaf. It's genetic for
kids,
us.
sorry,
No, you're good.
And it's genetic. And
It is
both are
genetic.
deaf.
Yep, and we don't have a family history at all, so it literally is just the combination of the right two genes.
Right. But now here you are as a family advocating for all things deaf community and ASL. You both you kids have amazing personalities. You're so confident. And what you can't capture in a podcast are the bright smiles of your kids as they express, you know, their thoughts and ideas on everything. It's just, it's incredible. It's incredible.
And then one thing I always want to share is because people are always like, it must be so difficult. And my thing is, I only have 2 children. It's the only thing I know as a parent. So when you become a parent, everything is difficult till you figure out the lay of the land. And it's just the same for us. I don't know any different. So it's just my normal. So
yeah. I guess I probably can't stress enough that obviously anybody and everyone is welcome at the ASL Club, and we want anyone to come. But if you are a family in the community that's hearing this and you're unaware of resources or unaware of this community, the first thing I would do is come to this club to meet these amazing folks. It really feels like you all have the button for the deaf community in Moscow, resources that are very personal, like we mentioned, not a YouTube video, but these are real people helping each other out. So, Chris, I really appreciate you sharing that with the family. You seem like an awesome partner to have for any parent that might be in the same shoes that you're in.
yeah, I just feel like we were fortunate enough as parents to get to go to, it's not a club, but organization back east that it's called the CARE Project, and it connected families of the same age deaf children, and it's so you can build a community, because unless you're in a bigger area, you're not going to have deaf resources. And so it kind of helps you have resources and other people that are going through like the growing experiences of your children into like teenage years, everything, to find out what's normal, what's not normal. And it gives you other people that know what you're doing and going through, and you have someone else to lean on also. So it's really helpful. So I always want to be that for someone else, because when I first find out, it's really, I don't know, you feel like you did something wrong as a parent. And so to have other people come in with you and let you know that you're doing the best job with what you have, and to also support you, it's like, you can't really put it into words to have that comfort from someone else to like let you know you're doing a good job. So
yeah, when you hear that, how do you not want to be a part of this community, right, in any way? And it's incredible to have these resources and this kind of strength. Yeah. So I don't know of a better pitch for ASL Club than to be part of this magic right here, right? I'd like to end here though. What message would you like listeners to take away about ASL Club, or the community? And we can let our staff members share this one here.
Thanks. It's kind of hard to, I guess, summarize that in just a few words. But, I mean, really, I think our vision is just to have a more inclusive community, which is tough to say because Moscow is very inclusive, but just a place where, you know, our students can go be independent and engage in those conversations without those language barriers. So I just think it's, you know, it's really awesome what the school district is doing, and I'm just hopeful that with the club, you know, anyone and everyone is welcome, that they can come and learn more about deaf culture, more ASL, so those conversations can just happen naturally within the community without those barriers.
Thank you.
This is Gabriela. Well, thank you, Brian, for the opportunity to share a part of the work we do in the district. It is not all we do. It is, I just have to thank my staff here, my interpreters, who are so dedicated, and they spend a lot of time brainstorming and planning for these lessons. I just want, to, provide a shout out to them. And yes, definitely, we would love to continue exploring, more avenues to expand our efforts, and just to share with everybody how important it is to truly listen with our ears, because I think a lot of us folks, starting with myself, we take spoken communication for granted many times, and that is when, listening to the experience of Mrs. Rucker, it is an eye-opening, from walking in their shoes is a much different story. So we just want to offer the same opportunity to everybody and anybody in this community. And thanks again.
I love it. Okay, so final statements. Damien, what do you got for us?
My favorite that with my hearing aid that I can connect to the tablet or any console, not with a TV, and I guess and I like listening to music, anything, and then sometimes, and I like when my sister's coming in, I don't hear the door opening. It's really funny.
Because you have that going on.
Yeah.
Oh, what an advantage. See, I love that. Good call.
Yeah.
And how about you, Miss Nora?
So something that I love about being deaf and some of my experiences. So when I'm like at night, like sometimes there's so at night, if there's thunder or if there's like fireworks or something going on like really loud that everyone can hear that isn't that, then me and my brother can't hear it because our hearing aids or cochlear implants are actually on. And also something I really like to do also, if someone's bugging me, like my brother, or if it's anyone, or if there's a loud noise, I just pop them off and I can't hear anything, and something that some kids do in class, they do this with the pencils and stuff. I can literally hear it. It gets a bit annoying sometimes, and plus I have a microphone for my teacher, and it picks up all the sound, so sometimes it's a little hard to listen in class.
Yeah, I'm so glad you shared that, Nora. So that's something that your other students can be mindful of, huh?
Yeah, so like if you have a deaf student in your class that has cochlear implants or something, I think they will like if you guys are a little bit quiet, if you're really like a big talker. So,
oh, yeah. Well said. Well said. Damien, your last part here?
And my favorite part that I can connect when I'm listening to stuff, I can just connect it to Noah, my sister ear, and then Noah just come and yelling at me and that saying, Damien, get off the hearing aid.
You can connect your iPad and music to her?
Yes.
Oh, man. That's a whole new level of brother and sister torment right there. Okay, I got to say, you two are amazing. I wish I could interview you both all day long. But if you want to be part of this kind of excitement and fun and laughter, all while learning and being inclusive, ASL Club, every Wednesday, Moscow Middle School, 3 to 4:15. No call, email, registration beforehand needed. If you know nothing about ASL, we want you to come. If you know everything about it, we want you to come. And if you're a community member that's looking for a way to support the school district and the deaf community, host one of these socials. It sounds like an amazing event. Awesome opportunity. Well, I want to say thank you to all of you again. This has been the Moscow School District Community Schools podcast, where we're connecting all kinds of amazing events throughout the community and school community to you right here. Make sure to keep listening. We do one every month. We have amazing guests just like these folks. So until then, take care.